Okay, please try and avoid that. Okay, you are welcome to the class of creativity and design. Aboyade Oluwole. And for those of you who are in space, Facebook is very slow today. We try to upload some of the content we have here in our class of creativity and design, but it's very slow. But I'm sure they will address that over there in space. So for the student of creativity and design, the rain, it was a very rainy. I don't know why the rain just decided to start today for us. But we're going to kickstart today, and today we're going to review what we did last week in our class of creativity and design. Part of the reason why we're going to do that is because we've been talking about the entrepreneur. I'm talking about the entrepreneur. We're going to go right now into content creation. And remember, we talked about for you to create content, you need to have design thinking, design mind, and user experience. But today we are going to focus on design thinking as it relates to content creation for a purpose. Content creation for a purpose. Okay, so if you have a digital device, a smartphone, you can do a video of the class, you can take pictures, and you can share in space. Now, in design thinking, in the African space where you take off the lights, there's battles, there's gunfire, whatever it is, there's destruction everywhere. Design thinking has a whole different meaning. As a matter of fact, you will need to ignite more of your design mind to help you launch your design thinking. And you saw what we did with the material last week from this design. As the rest of the students walk in, we're going to start to look in depth into design thinking and its definition. Empathize. The first one is to empathize. For you to empathize, you have to understand that you are wearing somebody else's shoes. You are not just designing for yourself, you are designing for the customer. The Christmas is here. How many of you are aware of that? Christmas is about 6 weeks maximum from now. We will get into full Christmas mode. And in that Christmas mode, people are going to be buying clothes, bags, people are going to be buying shoes, people are going to be buying all manner of things. I want you to pay attention to how to empathize to create for them. Even when you're using users' experience, you need to identify something in a global event. FIFA is coming next year. FIFA in America is coming next year. Walking quickly, sit down. FIFA is coming next year in America. We have Christmas coming very shortly. We have Easter is coming next year. All those are events, global events. You can, even for the Muslims, you have their Salah coming up. So you have to design for those moments because around that moment, people spend a lot of money. So part of that empathizing is understanding global events. When they are occurring, what products and services they need. It's not just having a shop and you do something and you put there. That's not the end of an entrepreneur. As a creative entrepreneur that has sustainable creativity, you must be able to create and adapt and create your events and so on. Let's go and sit down. So the students are coming in now. Now, part of the reason why you do that when you empathize is because it's good for you to understand the mind of the customer, to understand the mind of the market, to be able to fit into that space. So we'll go to the next one. And you have to adapt. Okay? Adaptability and flexibility you need when you are actually empathizing. Some of the customers, some of the entrepreneurs, other entrepreneurs you are going to be working with, you must adapt to their environment, to their nature, to be able to understand what they need and what you need to do. We'll also talk about working with other entrepreneurs in class. Don't worry, it's okay, it's just shaking. So one of our students shoot the camera. Let's just make sure it's still running. Okay, we're good. So as the students come in, one of the things you have to understand when you empathize, when you ideate in the stages, each of the stages, of the 5 stages, you must remember this adaptability and flexibility. Then you must be self-disciplined. You must be what? Self-disciplined. In any of the 5 stages or 6 stages, if you include implement after test, you must learn to adapt, self-discipline, and you must turn this to skills of solving both a local problem or a global problem. Now, remember you are creating jobs and wealth for others, and you see that we worked with some entrepreneurs outside. Your sketches became products. We look into that. Now, I also want you to understand this as an entrepreneur. We're looking at, yes, this is important even when you're advertising. When you're advertising, you have to look at usability, the usefulness of your creation. Accessibility, is it affordable? Will my customer be able to afford it? That's part of advertising. Will my customer be able to have access to where I'm selling it? That's part of advertising. So when you're using design thinking to create, you must look at accessibility, desirability, credibility, usability, and usefulness. You must go through those pages, okay? You must find that. And remember, the definition of user's experience is ability to understand the customer and other entrepreneurs you are working with. That is why you need user's experience. You don't just say, I'm learning user's experience. I want a certificate in user's experience. But for what? For you, it is to create. Your design thinking that you are learning is for you to create, to know how to use the process. The design mind, which is ability to see value where others don't see value, is for you to create originality of well-held state of existence. Okay? And that's why you need user's experience. So now we're going to look at that. You see the first stage is design thinking, empathize. The next one is define. When you are defining the problem, like today now, each and every one of you in class, we're designing for Christmas. We've identified that during Christmas, people will need products. So our define is saying for Christmas, we need to have product on our Facebook. Bags, shoes, clothes. Something people can look and say, okay, if you are in the class of creativity and design, what have you done for Christmas? If you are an entrepreneur, what are you selling for Christmas? Or what service are you providing for Christmas? A lot of people call themselves entrepreneurs. This Christmas, they don't have anything to show for it. But in the class of creativity and design, and that is why Covenant University is #1 university in the world in creation and spirituality. Because we create with what we're learning. And you can see some of the products from here, and we'll address that as we go on. So let's look at, in our define, we already identified the problem. Christmas is an event, a global event. We need product and service for Christmas. And you can see some of the products we already created. Ideas. When we did the ideation class, when we did the ideation, what happened in class? Be careful with that seat there. Don't touch the seat. There's a camera there. When you ideate, you have to remember that under ideate, you use the 10 naira envelope. The 10 naira envelope allow you to do what? Allow you to sketch, to create a idea, to make the idea visible. That's what you do under idea. So they talk about idea film, stop board, storyboard, and so on. Prototype. We already have our prototype because they are already here, created. They are not the perfection, but it's better than not having anything at all. So that's that. And then we'll do the testing today and we'll see how that goes. So we've done this with our 10 naira envelope in the last 3 classes. We've created, we've sketched our ideas that the ideas will move to what? To product. Once you sketch the idea, that is why you are not just sketching ideas. If you have a lot of ideas in your head, and you are just saying, I'll do this, you are not doing anything. We already identified what we are targeting. Christmas. We are targeting Christmas. We are designing for Christmas. And since we are designing for Christmas, we must be able to come up with product that is usable during Christmas. Like bags, like shoes, like dresses, and so on. And you see how that works. So now, let's go quickly to what we did last week. So what we did last week, we sketched on the, what's it called? We sketched on the 10 naira envelope, and from the 10 naira envelope we went into our creation. Who is this? Whose work is this? Please, if this is your work, whose work is this? Guys, you are having problem with the memory card. Okay. Whose work is this? Who is this? Is this in class? This is not yet in class? Okay. So this is work. I think we have an issue with the. Okay, let's see if it's on there. Let's see if we have an issue with one of them. Okay, the Facebook page showed. So let's see. Wow. So we're having problem with the memory card or whatever. Okay, I uploaded some of the work, but don't worry, we're going to deal with that. I've seen what the problem is. So let's just go here. So you can see this is work on Facebook right here. We have an issue with the Facebook itself. It's not uploading, and you can see I tried uploading over almost an hour, and you can see it said keep Facebook open posting. And you know when you're posting, they are also mining your data. You must remember that about Facebook. So Facebook is trying to post the work of Disu. Disu Ibukwala. Who is Disu Ibukwala? She's not in class. Okay. Who is Olani Esther? Is Olani Esther in class? Olani Esther is also not in class. Okay, that's good. So what we're going to do is next week we're going to present the work again. We'll present the work today. Next week we're going to present the work again. Okay? We'll present the work till everybody sees the work. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at Olani's work is right here, and we'll present our work. And please come over. Can you read this? So please, first of all, I want you to know this. So this is Olani's work. These are work right here. Come over here. Come over here. I want you to just hold this. Hold it. That's it, please. So Olani drew this. This is the work of Olani right here. And that is what we have as the design from the entrepreneur. Don't worry, you just stay there. Now, when you are working with entrepreneurs, you have to come over here so that you can see. Let me actually go in and you stay over there. Okay, good. So Olani created this, and what she created translated to this. Now, for Christmas, you have to remember, Christmas is an event that is already here in a few weeks. Now, for Christmas, somebody will like this design, even if they don't like the material. The design is one. Service, you have guys, keep quiet, please. Keep quiet, please. In class. Keep quiet. The design is one that you are marketing. It's not only just the design you are marketing, you are also marketing the material. It's not only you are not just marketing only the material, you are also marketing the idea and the colors. So what you are marketing has a lot of value. Now, when somebody sees this, it ignites their own design mind. They like it, they don't like it, doesn't matter. What matters is the interaction with this creation. It has a value in space. That value is what you use to collect your users' experience, what? Data. That value is what you use to collect your design thinking data. Is my customer happy? Is my customer liking this? What do I need to change? That is why you have to test it in front of the class. When she did it on the 10-naira envelope, she's going through one of the processes of ideation. Okay? And from that, we went down. It's a prototype. So you can see the prototype. And this prototype, like if she puts it on, it has become what? Hold on. It has become what? It has become a prototype that is usable. And then you have usability. Usability is part of design thinking in the African space and even in European or American space or in the Asian space. So you have to remember, Facebook now is not able to upload our content because of their own issue. But in the class of creativity and design, we have the material visible in class, and we have a video of it. That video will go to YouTube. Everything we're saying will also go there about this network issue with Facebook. That is also very important. That is the aseity that is superior to digital devices. Now, also, hold it. Now, we have to remember this who created this, and she did not use remember I gave you an instruction in class that we're working with this color. She did not do that, and that was why she perhaps was not the best student with 31/30. Okay, she scored 31/30. Now let's go to the next student, who is Olaniyi Esther. She's not in class. Fold it. So we're going to present this next week again. We'll be using this as our just put it. Okay, take this one. So Olaniyi Esther also presented, and you can see Olaniyi Esther's work on Facebook posting, and for some reason at Facebook they did not post our work, but they said we should keep it open, so we kept it open for them. Okay, now we have the material. Just no, make this one. That's it. I want you to just spread that. Okay. So this is Olaniyi's work. She got 17/30. She didn't get 30/30 or 31/30. So it is not the mark that matters. It is not what the teacher says that matters in user's experience and in design thinking. It is what the customers say that matters. Okay? And that was why I was telling you, don't put too much attention to that mark, because in space, when you're working with other entrepreneurs, your ideas must be interpretable. Your idea must be what? Interpretable. If your idea is not interpretable, your mind is not connected to what? To space. You must understand that reality. When the artisans outside, now another good thing is on our Facebook, we have people who are creating this along with you outside of this environment. You've connected with other entrepreneurs. That is what we call portal creation, space creation. That is the true meaning of the entrepreneur, the ones that create wealth. Your work is impacting entrepreneurs and artisans outside. Their work is also impacting your class. That is sustainability, that is adaptability. And remember, once you come out of school, you are not going to be working with the school, you will be working with them. Those people who are helping you to translate your idea to product are the people you shall work with. It's a shall, it's a must. You must work with them. Because they live in the same space, in the same market that you are in. Even if you are in America or China, you will still encounter a type of their mind. It is inevitable. That is why you must carry them along. And that is why you saw this. Now, another thing with Olaniyi Esther's work is that you can see that she took a different route. Her work didn't take a lot of material, and I think she's the best student for the male design and female design. And the reason why is because the tailors, the artisans outside were able to interpret our work without complication. So look at that now. You are an architect. You are a doctor. A doctor prescribes a medication for the pharmacist. When they took the medication, just like this envelope to the pharmacy, the pharmacist, they did not understand what the doctor is writing. They don't even know the name of the drugs he has prescribed. What do you think is wrong with the doctor's mind? He was not able to put down his idea. His communication skills is lacking. But when you did the $10 envelope and the artisans in the market that don't know you are able to look at it and say, yes, you can do this. That means you have a value that is value outside of the school environment. And that's the importance of working with artisans outside. Okay? So thank you very much. So fold it and just put it. So we'll put that envelope here. So let's go to the next one. Okay, this is the big boy. Hold it. So we have the male, we also did for the male. Now for this male, I want you to pay attention. Raise it up. Raise it up. Let me see if we're seeing in this camera. Yes, thank you very much. Raise it up. Who is Bakare Nelson? Is he in class? Come over. Bakare Nelson, come over. Come over. Raise it up, raise it up. Okay. So this is Bakare. Bakare, come over here. Okay, this is Bakare, and is this your work? So you've confirmed it's your work. Yeah. Now, the work translated to this. Now, when Bakare did this, Bakare sketched the idea, the design. Under what? Empathize to ideate. He's already creating a prototype. The prototype is visible now. Now, from here, you can start to say, I don't like the size. The size is too big. I don't like this color. I don't like, because it is visible. You can even wear it to say, I want to see how it looks like. Are you seeing what I'm saying? But if it doesn't become a product, you will have an issue. Because remember now, you are not the tailor. Every one of you here is not going to be the one to sit down to be typing the machine or using the machine. That is why you came to school for further knowledge, because you want to be up in that level of management. So as a creative director of a company, he will be doing more of this, sketching for the artisans, for the employers. Even if you are an architect, you will sketch your work for junior architects to carry the work to fulfillment. You will not sit down with them and say, okay, now that we finish today, let's go and get 6 block and 10 block and 50 block. You don't do that. That is why you came to school. It is the artisans that do that. You are the ones to manage, to lead the artisans. That is what we teach you in here as an entrepreneur. That is why Confident University is #1 in creativity and spirituality. So, that works. So what do you think? Do you think the interpreter of this, the tailor asked them, do you think they got your mind? Yes, he said to an extent. That is the language. So your mind was interpreted to what? To an extent. Now, once it becomes an extent, it is near completion. You will not take it from this to what? Further. So you can take a picture of this before you leave class today and then develop your work for it. It also came with a hat. It came with, I think this is the hat for it. And you can see we used 2 colors. It came with a trouser as well. And you can see the trouser is a full regalia. Yes. So next week we're going to move to the next stage with this design. Okay, also for this. So that's for no, we'll stop there. Next week. Yes. Okay. So now that's it. Thank you. So now, guys, you've seen the work. So let me just go back again. I don't know why it came off and then it dropped again. So I will have to adjust that stuff there. Guys! Okay, guys, listen to this. In our class of creativity and design, we are not stopping at just designing clothes. Because on our Facebook, this is why every other university in the world doesn't have what we have here in this class. And I'm going to say it again in front of the camera. And even Harvard, MIT, China, European companies, or any school in the universe, they don't have what we have in the digital domain of immortality. We're the only school that has done unmanipulated video of our class for the past 3 years and archived it on what? On Facebook, without manipulation. There's no university that have done that. That's digital immortality. And you can see that is the reason why I'm saying for this 2025 Christmas, we need product on our what? On our Facebook page. Your product, now you already said, is interpreted to an extent. That interpretation is what we need to help those artisans to be able to create better. And you will have to develop your ability to sketch, to bring ideas to reality. Now, apart from that, we went into the same material. We've taken a theme of color. The color is light blue with the black and the white. And you can see the bag for the female. Come over here again. So we have a bag to go. All of these pictures, when I uploaded it to Facebook, Facebook shut down. Maybe because it was too good. See now, see Facebook, see Facebook. Facebook shut. That's what I'm telling you. Once you are #1 in the world, everybody will be clustering around you. Everybody, you will have enemies and you will have friends. That's the reality of what is good. So please come over. Our class rep is here to showcase our bag. So this is for the female. Go inside and sit down. Go that way. Avoid this guy. Go inside and sit down. So you can see now. You can see. Come over here. Hey guys, please be well there. So you can see the bag is a female bag and it comes with an extra one. Now you can see that we went with the theme, the color translated. Next week we are going to create something for Christmas as well in this class. I bought the material, we'll bring it to class. So we have a bag that is already useful, usable. If you go to other universities, what they don't do is what we're doing here. There's a theme, there's a color theme, there's a value theme, there's a Christmas theme to our our creation. We're having a blue Christmas, a blue and white Christmas. And you have to remember now, in our creation, we're not just talking about female or male. We are combining both sexes. So thank you for it now. We also have the bigger bag, a different style for the female. We have 2 female, 2 male. Okay? Yes, that's nice. And you can see it came with a small pot. This one you can detach and take it if you don't need this one. So even for the environment in this school, you can see she's already using it. That's it. Next week we're going to model all of this stuff. And if the rain continues to fall, we'll continue to model the till next year. Okay? So, and this is for the male. And you can see the design for the male. Excuse me, please, the camera, go that way. Don't touch the table now. So now also you can see for the male, we have the back for the male, we have 2 for the male. So the students are going to model this. The video is going on YouTube and Facebook as well, so you can see that nicely. Now, here is the good thing about this. Thank you, Master. So we are not just stopping here. There are other materials that came out of this that is left over. Go that way to the back. There are other materials that came out of this that is left over. Those materials, those pieces we are going to use to do design next week in this class. And that's to show you that when people talk about waste management, waste to wealth must be done responsibly. If not, you are going to have disruption. Excuse me, please don't go through that because of the camera. Be careful. So now, the reason why we emphasize that is, you can't just say, oh, I saw a piece of cloth on the floor. You can't take it and use it to design. You don't know what death, what virus is on that material. You don't do that. But because we are the first users, the original users of this, hold on, the original users of this, everything we're using, we're putting it into products. So even the pieces that is considered waste, you can see the remaining material from this one come to the back. And also to this back. Now, the remaining material will also turn to the design in class next week. And next week, we are going to achieve 2 things. We are going to model all of this and also create that design. And all of this now is going to be on our Facebook. Facebook, like it or not, they shall, is a command. Facebook must post this material on their internet, on their portal. It shall be there. So they can raise whatever crime, it shall be there. And that's why I froze the things for you guys to see. Now, it's also important for you to know this. When you are an entrepreneur, you are going to have enemies. When something good is happening to you, the devil will raise up their ugly head. But that is when you show your faith over fear. That is when you do what? You show your faith over fear, and you show your asserting your command over fear. And let me just tell you, I've made a command. Facebook must make sure that all of these contents are available on Facebook. It's a command. That is why we're #1 in spirituality and creativity. And you can see the issue there. So we'll address that later. Now, guys, I want you to pay attention to this. We're about to end our listening, and then I will go into the next section. We also have some students. Guys, be careful. We also have some students who make exceptional. Go that way. Go back. We had, if I call your name, let's see if you're in class. Oluwa something Joy. Zacchaeus. Who is Zacchaeus Joy? Where is she? Where is Zacchaeus Joy? Who is Zacchaeus Joy? Where is the person? Raise up your hand now. Are you sure of yourself? No, stay. Just raise up your hand. Hey. That's it. So that's Zacchaeus Joy. Zacchaeus Joy. This is our work. Very good one. Some of the work that were also applauded in the female dimension is who is Osiego, whatever. Osiego? Who is Osiego this work? Who is Osiego? Okay, also not that right. This one was also applauded on Thomas Stephanie. Who is Stephanie? Stephanie? That's you? That's you? Okay, your work was also acknowledged. And then our class, this is your work. Your work was also acknowledged. These were the ones that were picked for creation. And then from this one, they pick this final one. And then this guy, Alabi Joshua. Who is Alabi? Who is Alabi? Your work was also picked, but because the female and the other guys took more material, we adopted yours for this. And next week, you will see how that goes. You will see the adoption of your own class. Your own. So, be careful of this. See, please watch out for that. So, guys, there's this lady here. Ayomi Posni Olukoga. Who is she? Who is the person? Okay, so your work was also part of it. And then there's this another male, Emmanuel Obigbe. Who is Emmanuel Obigbe? Emmanuel Obigbe. Who is Emmanuel Obigbe? Okay, so those are the people that made it in that creation. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to make you guys feel what the class is all about, and we're going to quickly shut down. But before we do the shutdown, if you're in class, remember this now, if you're in class last week or previous week and you've not signed the attendance, if you've not signed the attendance, you will need to make sure your name is here. Okay? That you sign the attendance. Now, if your name is not on this, you have to go to the EDS building. What's that? You have to go to the EDS building. So we're going to, once I do this, because of this, please, beware of the camera comes. So, before you leave class, we're going to do it one by one because we have enough time today. And you will make sure, you do what? You will make sure that your name is here. If your name is not here, go to the EDS office and find out why your name is not here. This will be the final thing. And never you sign for somebody else. Don't sign for somebody else. Okay? Don't sign for somebody else. Now, what we're going to do, classroom. There's a guy that already signed. This guy. So what I want you to do is once you see the person, no. We have to identify that is a kid. So please go and sit down. So she's going to take the attendance round. Okay, so I'll go over it again. For those of you who are just coming in, the best design is Disu Oluwole. That's the girl that used to sit over there. She's not in class. Our work is right here. Huh? Where is she? Are you Disu? And I've been calling you. So, why are you sitting down? Eh? You just came? Okay, come over. Hey, come over now. Are you sure? Disu Oluwole, right? Yeah, come on. Is this your work? Okay. So this is the work. What do you think? They got it. So you can see what we're saying. So next week. So you've seen the creator of that work. Thank God she was able to make it to class to see her work. Now it's very important for you to understand this. When you are working with other entrepreneurs, when you are working with creative entrepreneurs out there, you have to be careful. You cannot, listen to what I'm saying, guys, listen to what I'm saying. When you are working with them, you cannot bully them. Don't bully those entrepreneurs out there. That's number one. When you are working with entrepreneurs and artisans over there, tailors, shoemakers, bag makers, whatever, respect their space. Respect their what? Their space. Number one, don't bully them. Number two, persevere. and then respect their space. Number 4, make sure that when you are communicating an idea with them, you have it sketched. Don't just say, I want to do something like that. You are going to confuse the mind. They have a lot of customers. You are going to confuse their mind. But once you can see what she did. She did a design. Look at her. She did a design. We took it to space. And space, just like an architect designing a house, what she did is no more than what an architect would do. The architect will design something. The doctor will prescribe something. Somebody else will be the one to interpret the doctor's prescription or the architect's design. That's the same thing she did. We took our design to space. Is this thing doable? And he said, yes, we can do it. Because it is what? It is visible, it is accessible, it is affordable, and it became a product for Christmas. That is design thinking. That is user's experience. We don't want you to go and just sit down with Photoshop, Adobe Figma, and you say you're doing user's experience. No. It goes beyond that. Especially for the African space, where they take off flight every day, where there is all kind of disruption going on, Yahoo, and so on. You have to be able to create. Move it quickly. Go down. Avoid the camera here. Or you come this way. You can come this way. Yes. Go down. Yeah. So you have to be able to create like she created, and her creation became usable. We are going to be using this, all of these things to teach as we go forward into our class. We are going to use them to teach design thinking, design mind, user experience for the entrepreneur that builds the enterprise. We already have an enterprise now. We can sell the bags, we can sell the idea of the clothes, we can sell the clothes for Christmas. And next week, we shall do more practical for that. Also, is this person in class? Esther Olani. Esther Olani, are you in class? Okay, she is not yet in class. Bakare, we already saw your work. That's good. Bakare, keep at it. And then there was one other student. Let's see if we can see his work. I'm trying to see who that is. So let me just go to. Okay, so are you guys reading? Excuse me, come here. Come here. Are you reading? Are you signed? You signed over there. Okay, so guys, they already took permission that they have something to do at 4:30. So calm down. So now guys, they are not done yet. She's going with the attendance one by one. Sign for just yourself, don't sign for somebody else. Now, as you are, if you signed and you saw part of the class already, you are not just coming in, you can go. But you make sure you sign before you go. Make sure, and see, the class rep is monitoring it too. Monitoring it. So guys, next week, we are going to model all of this. So some of you, if you are able to wear it or model end of this material, there's a score for you. Guys, there's a score for you. And then next week the class will be divided into maybe 3 or 4 sections. There will be some people creating some stuff for Christmas. There will be some people creating beads. We have to get beads to go along with this. We have to create the beads to go along with this. I already bought the material. I'll bring it to class next week. You create the beads to go along with this. You create the crafts to go along with this. You can see our bags. We already have a theme, our female bag. Did you like that? Yes. Going with the theme of the creation. You can see for the male, we have the bag. This for Nelson, Bakare, you can see this for male. For male. And we have 2 types. We have 2 types to go with the attire. So guys, next week, when you are designing, be careful with that table. Next week, when you are designing, make sure that you concentrate because your design will be visible in space on Facebook. And any one of you that have access to internet, you can go to 2025 or 2026 creativity design, and you can see the work on Facebook. So what I'm going to do before you guys leave class, I brought some anger. We're going to display Disu's work because she was very happy, and I think she got the essence of the creation. So the monitor that was trying not to hold the work, we didn't want to hold our work as well. So we put it on the monitor. So my friends, what have you learned now? You've learned what is called creation. The monitor was not trying to display the digital one, but it's now doing a better function, holding the what? The physical one with the aseity of the creator. And that's it. This will stand up, please. A round of applause. So you can see that her work was able to eat and breathe. If somebody comes to the class today now and says, what have you guys done in class? We have something to show to them. We can market any of this. Next week now, we'll continue to create. Okay? We'll continue to create. And we're going to model the rest of them next week. So that's the idea of the class of creativity and design. Ability to create a product that is what? That is usable. Aboyade Oluwole. And for those of you who are in space, keep connecting with us in space on Facebook and YouTube. And until next time, well, they are doing goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So that's it right there.